It's been a minute. I think it's been almost a year now since I've posted any short form content on Instagram. I have posted a little bit on YouTube and I've definitely live streamed, but it's been a long time since I've truly sat down and made a full video. And I want to talk about why. You see, near the end of my Instagram hiatus, I started to realize that I began to try too hard. Now, what does that mean? In the beginning, I made content which was really appealing to me and things that were a bit creative and fun. But as I started to post more, I realized that people started to watch. And that started to make me want to try a bit harder and appeal to these people. And I don't even know who these people were. I just saw the views go up and then like all of a sudden I wanted to change my entire style. This is definitely self-induced, but I realized that this is not an uncommon thing. And that's also why I started to not enjoy the content I was posting as much. And I was never even proud of it. After seeing this, I realized I just needed a big break and I needed to just focus on my exams and school. And I want to reapproach this later on. That later on is today. We are back. I realized that my content has changed, but I think there may be a way to produce the content that I want to make while also not getting tired, because that was another reason why I stopped producing a bit of content. I just became really tired because I was constantly editing. You have to keep in mind, I was making these videos as a full-time student and editing these videos at night. So oftentimes I would end up sleeping much later than I would like to, and I would wake up really tired. But again, this is really fun to me, so I kept riding that high. But as all things, the high wears off and I started to get really tired. I want to take a step back and have a slower approach to my content. I like sitting down, talking with you guys, and still trying to make it a bit cinematic. Hopefully this makes it a lot easier on me. We'll find out. This is still the first video, but I just thought I'd talk it through. So yes, we are back. All right, see ya. Okay, so I have an idea. Let me put you down over here really quick. Alright, so I've always wanted a personal portfolio website. Now, I've had one in the past, but the thing is, it was really bad and I never really updated it. You might see a constant theme here, but again, it was not my style. It was a website that I made temporarily while I was filling in the gaps in my resume. So I want to make a new website that is more aligned with what I want. I feel like we're doing like a whole rebranding here, but I'm kind of loving it. But there are some criteria for this portfolio website. I really want it to be styled like a TUI. For those of you who don't know, that is a terminal UI. There are some applications like Docker which you can run through a TUI. It makes it look super cool and kind of like hackery, which I really like. And it's all driven by text and ASCII characters. So I want to carry that through with this portfolio website. I want it to feel like I'm inside of a terminal. And I was trying to find some inspiration for this, but a lot of the websites which I found often made the users type in what they wanted to search for, which I feel like isn't really intuitive for those who are not familiar with terminals. So it can't be completely text driven. It needs to utilize mouse movements. Okay, I also really want to incorporate a blog, and I'll get more into that later. It of course needs an about me section, a project section, and an experience section. So those are some basic criteria, but I think a lot of it is going to be UI driven. Now there is a downside to this. I'm not great at UI, so I'm definitely going to be utilizing my resources and try to find some UI library out there which can help me out. All right, I've been yapping a lot, so I'm going to get to work and I'll show you what I came up with. All right, I made some progress. This is where we're at right now. I added a nice little live status bar. I've added my name itself and a blog feature. Dude, I've always wanted a blog feature, but I never had the chance to like really try it, or I never really got to like implement a blog feature. I feel like a lot of the things within tech or within CS are all like written. They're all written stuff. Like all the cool stuff happens on Hacker News, right? I'm really excited to get this working because whenever this starts working, that's just another format for me to update people on. We'll see how that goes, but I'm excited that I have the opportunity to do that. I have a nice little homepage, which is glorious. Oh my gosh. I have little updates, latest updates, a little about section. Oh my gosh. I'm debating if I should keep this my name or the channel name. We'll see which one it leans towards, but dude, this is sick. I don't know, like there's like so much like personality within this website, and that is truly making me happy because I don't know, there's just so much character into it. It's not like not a generic website, but I'm very happy about this. This is turning out really good. We'll see what it looks like maybe tomorrow morning, but yeah. All right, so after a bit of trial and error, we finally have rohitnikam.co as our website. And you can see right here, this is my domain. It all works, and I'm just so happy with how this has turned out. The tags are working, everything's working. We have an archive list of projects, although that's not really set up, but that's okay. Um, I'm really happy with how this is turning out so far. I found out that for the DNS records, I was just not setting up the correct proxies for it, which was pretty annoying, but now we got it to work. We even have a nice theming section, which is super cool and was already included. Like, come on, look at this. This is sick. Overall, I'm really proud of how this has turned out, and I think this is a perfect start to this new chapter. And with that being said, I'm going to see you in the next one. See ya.